sleek styling, a cavernous rear seat, and plenty of standard tech. This is a sexy fastback roof called the Atlas Cross Sport, and we're going to check it out here today to let you know everything that you need to know about the 2024 SEL. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here at VW Brandon in Florida with the new 2024 Atlas Cross Sport SEL, and this spec Aurora Red Metallic and Cinnamon Brown and Black interior. This looks so clean. I'm going to show it off to you guys, do a walk around in the car inside out, tell you all the specs and let you know the options and features on this 2024 model year that you need to know, and then we'll break it down when it comes to the sticker and the pricing so you guys can see if this is the perfect Atlas Cross Sport for you. Let's go check it out right now. As always, big shout out to Volkswagen Brandon here in Florida with this Cross Sport and giving me the opportunity to check this out and show it off to you guys today. Make sure you guys check the link in the description for their website so you can get this in your garage today. Now, this front engine 5-passenger 4-door wagon is going to give you a wheelbase of 117.3 inches with a length of 195.5 inches and a width of 78.3 inches with a height of around 67.8 to 68.1 inches. And the curb weight is estimated at 4,400 to 4,600 pounds with the passenger volume of being 58 cubic feet in the front and 53 cubic feet in the rear. Boasting an 8-speed automatic transmission, this is a turbocharged intercooled DHOC 16-valve inline-4 with a iron block and aluminum head and direct fuel injection. And when it comes to power, you're looking at 269 horses with 273 pound-feet of torque. That's going to take you from 0 to 60 in about 6.7 to 6.9 seconds with a quarter mile of 15.1 to 15.3 seconds and a top speed of 120 miles per hour. Now we have to talk about how premium these key fobs are, because look at that. Glossy black on both sides, chrome going on the outer edges, VW logo there. That looks clean. And then on the other side, you guys will see that we have our trunk release, we have our lock and unlock, our remote start and panic button. These are beautiful key fobs. Physical key, you got to pull from underneath here. But yeah, that looks so good, guys. Now, when it comes to the 2024 Cross Sport, well, VW did some changes for this model year. We're talking about a revised front and rear, also updated headlamps and tail lamps with the updated 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with more power. You also get new safety tech and adaptive cruise control with lane steering feature and a more upscale interior. So let's talk about it, because again, this color done in Aurora Red Metallic just looks so beautiful. Gosh darn beautiful. Now let's get up close to it so you guys can see the Florida sun doing its thing and showing off that paint. The metallic flake looks so good, and obviously you guys see it in person because my camera is not going to show it to its best abilities. But with that said, look at the revised front fascia. You guys can see the big VW logo there, and obviously that thing is going to be illuminated by the light bar going across the top and also carrying over into the running lights or the LEDs here. We'll have that all illuminated so you guys can see that shortly. Now the grille setup is beautiful. Stripes of gloss black going across the whole thing, and then you have the gloss black styling as well, and this is all functional because it is fitted through there where you can have airflow to cool the radiators. Now you can also see the gloss black carry over under the chrome piece here and give it a nice little flare with the hard touch plastics and the aluminum lips down here at the bottom with, again, a honeycomb like grille, and it's actually functional. So it all ties together there. But we also have the side blades here where we have kind of like a, I don't want to say half circle, but you know, it's kind of a stylistic approach to keeping with the contour of the front bumper here with gloss black there and then plastic in the insert. Then when you put it together with the headlamps, which again we will see illuminated later, well, take a step back and check that out. That is aggressive. Now checking out the side profile, well, that's gonna stand out, right? The 20-inch wheels come standard. Yes, standard. And as you guys can see, they look beautiful in this two-tone finish with the VW badging right there in the center. Love the look of these, and the styling of them just really goes with what the Atlas is trying to show off. Plenty of ground clearance here. We have the plastic cladding going around the wheel well and down the side skirt, but above that we have the chrome strip to give it some nice flair and luxury. And then right here, going from the front fender down the side, partially down the side of the front door, you guys will see the Crossport badge right there, done in that chrome look as well. And again, giving it that luxurious feel. Now, keeping with that same spec, what we have, the red on the mirror caps, it looks very nice. They could have went gloss black. I'm glad they did it and stuck with the red. And then the the chrome around the window moldings as well, keeping with the nice luxurious spec. Now we have the roof rails on this as an option, so you guys can see that we have the roof rails here as well, and the crossbar. Now the crossbar, obviously you can't see up top, but it's actually inside of the car, which we will see once we get to the cargo space. But we have both here, which is part of an option. And then if you look up, that's a glass roof. That means we have a panoramic roof and a black shark fin antenna up top of the Crossport. So again, looking at it from the side profile, you guys can see some great things about this that really gives it some nice stylistic elements. Now the rear of this thing is probably my favorite. It is very sleek, the flowy lines, rounded off. It just looks super Audi Q8-esque to me. So I have to show this thing off because wow, it's just, look at the lights. Starting from the lights here, you guys can see again the very Audi style lights, and it looks so cool with the whole bar going all the way across, meeting the VW logo in the center. You can see where the reverse lights are, where it's clear, the turn indicator, everything there. And not just the lights, but then contoured with them is the chrome strip, adding that luxury, and then putting the Atlas script right in the middle. Looks really good with the SEL badging right underneath that in the same chrome flavor. And then 4Motion on this side, letting you know what kind of transmission we have. Now, don't forget about the sloping roofline, the gloss black coming across and down the sides, and then the integrated third brake light right in there too, just so seamlessly. And then once we come down to the rear, we don't stop because we have more chrome going from the side, from that cladding all the way around where the exhaust would be. Now I say would be because it is covered up here. Obviously there is exhaust, but it's fed underneath, not any specific tips as you guys can see right here, but we have the chrome finish going around where the tips would be. Obviously you can see a tow hitch here, so we will be able to tow with this vehicle as well. But you'll see that going across. And what's really cool is, you guys probably didn't even notice this, look at the reflector just casually blended in with that red paint. The reflector is right here on the bottom going all the way across, and right here. So when you take a step back and look at it all, you can't even tell it's there. It's crazy. Again, flowy lines, just very thought of when they did the styling on this thing, and they really just kind of blended everything together to make one great package. Now I'm going to try my best to show this as well as possible, but we have this fully illuminated. Can you tell? Look at the light bar shining across the front end of the car, just giving it so much road appeal. I mean, the presence is there with the turn signal there, switch back, bright white to amber, and then full LED headlamp as well. Check that out. That looks so cool. Now, if we come along the side here, we will see in the mirror cap that we have an amber turn signal there. It's going to be kind of hard to make out in the Florida sun. And then when we come to the rear, LED tails, look at how those look. Very Audi style tails for good reason, with the light bar going all the way across and the amber turn signal there. Take a step back and look at that. I mean, again, very Audi-esque, same group with Volkswagen, and wow, does that look incredible. Now when it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 22, 19, 26. 22 combined city and highway, 19 city, and 26 highway. Now let's talk about cargo, because there's so much space back here. 40 cubic feet with the seats folded up. 78 cubic feet with them folded down. You guys can already tell how deep this thing is. Look at that. Look at that. Just for retrospect, with the seats folded down, I have the roof rail or the crossbar back here, as I told you we guys have, back there, and it's going up to the front seat with that folded down. 60-40 split. Look at that. That is insane. We have our other accessories here, which I'll slide up because we do also have a couple other things. 12-volt right there for the plug-in. On this side we have our light. We have a privacy shade right here as well to keep everything nice and covered up. And then once we go underneath, we have a false floor. As you guys can see, the mat right there, protection mat. And then the false floor will show you the spare tire, tools, everything like that underneath, tire jack, all that. A little bit of extra space as well under there in case you need to put any tools or anything important, but tons of space in the back of this thing. Now in the cockpit, we're looking at 58 cubic feet of space, a 10.3-inch digital instrument cluster, a 12-inch infotainment screen, beautiful cinnamon and black interior, all the technology you would need, and very Audi design styling when it comes to the functionality here. Guys, this is the place to be. First off, we know that the door paneling, I'll show this off in the rear as well, it will give you the whole flavor of the interior of the car. So you guys will see the textured black, the cinnamon in the door cards with the stitching as well, stitching on the armrest and the black soft touch as well, with your window controls there as well, and your locking and unlocking controls right there. Speaker setup in the very bottom, and then we have the aluminum side sill plate with the nice styled brake pedal and gas pedal with the dead pedal. And we also have our seat memory right here on the side as well. Now with that, you guys can see the black with the white stitching going against the cinnamon right here on the side. I really like that styling. Every time you open it up and seeing that, it's just the small details like that, because when you add it all together, you get these beautiful seats that we see here with the perforated leather, cinnamon, white stitching, black, white stitching. How good do those look? I mean, that is a good, comfortable seat, and it looks just as stylistic with it. But let's close this up, because I want to say, again, it's very, being in these Audi models as well, I mean, it's very similar. And again, same group, Volkswagen, Audi. So you guys will get a lot of that same flavor here. As you can see, I started up the car using that start stop button there, and then we brought it to life. 12-inch screen here, we'll get to that in just a moment. Let's start from left to right. So let's go over here where, again, you have these haptic controls like the Audis, and it is covered with this beautiful perforated leather to go with the door cards here, which is seamless, just like the exterior is seamless with the design, where it flows from one side to another with the stitching and cinnamon. I mean, it looks so good there. Now with this, you have your setup where you have your lighting, so it's haptic. So I just like press, and you can see that it's not a physical button, but it's pressure. So I just turn on the lights, turn them off, turn them to auto, and you can do mode right there as well. Your rear and front defrosters, whoops, I didn't mean to turn that on. And then your front right there with the lighting setup. It's easy to just press and use. So again, you just gotta get used to it not actually being a button, but being haptic. A little bit better technology when it's haptic. You guys can see that textured black bezel going around the 10.3-inch digital cluster. Now with that cluster, we'll customize that in just a moment. We do have a telescoping steering wheel where you guys have the actual button here to move it up, forward, and you know, all that stuff, get it to where you want it and put that back in. You have your driver assistance controls on this side. You have your hands-free controls. You have your heated steering wheel controls, menu controls on this side. Obviously, windshield washers on that side, windshield wiper. Also on this side, you have your lighting controls, and you also have paddle shifters that are steering wheel mounted on both sides. So you can see upshift here, downshift here. Now talking about this screen, this is customizable, and really it's easy to use just by pressing the buttons here for menu. So you guys will see, I'm gonna press that, you guys will see some things change. So you can see that side there, I can go up and down and change different things on that side. Easy, I can press view and change the view. So you guys can see now I have my GPS there as well. Again, there's a lot you can do with this. It's just, it's at the press of a button. So really you can configure this however you would like to. Same with the 12-inch touchscreen right here as well. So we've seen this before, and obviously it works very well. Big buttons, very easy to use, very intuitive, very responsive, and that is what's important. Pressing settings, radio, media, doing my HVAC controls here, and I don't just have to do it here. So if I can get that to focus right, there we go. You guys can see I can press cold and hot there. I have radio controls here, so I can turn up and down the audio here. And then the other dual zone climate controls on this side. I can also turn this off as well there. But again, this is easy to use. Obviously, we don't have it all set up here today, but you guys can see that, you know, it's pretty simple, pretty standard, pretty to the point when it comes to just being able to touch and go on that 12-inch infotainment. But then we got this button here that also corresponds to that infotainment. And keep in mind that that black texture goes all the way through to the back of the infotainment system. And then the cinnamon comes up and just carries on again right up front with us to give it a more classy look. And really just the materials and how they flow inside of this car is really cool. But this here, so obviously the hazard buttons are going to be in the middle here. Climate is going to be here. Your mode is driving modes here. Your assist is driving assist, and your menu, then you press menu there, and you guys can see that we have parking. So our camera there, so you guys can see the parking sensors and then what's in front of us and what's behind us there. So really cool. Assistance, obviously driver assistance stuff there. And then mode, climate is pretty standard, but mode, you want to see our driving modes: eco, comfort, sport, custom, off-road, and snow. So you can change your modes using that there, using the touch screen, however you guys want to do it. It's all there. I guess I'll press climate just so you guys can see the page there. Heated and cooled seats, everything as far as your ventilation, air care, smart climate, all there. So again, it's just a very intuitive system. Love it. Keeping with the same flow, the texture black, gloss black to go with it, and then the cinnamon carrying over to the glove box. As you guys can see, pretty deep glove box there as well. Underneath all of this, check that out. We actually have a cover, all right, to cover all that up. But if not, wireless charger, USB-C plugins, 2 of those, and a little extra storage right there to set anything else down. And then you have your cup holders here, done with this gloss black center. You also have your start-stop button, which we pressed earlier. Your park mode, you know, that's how you actually shift it in the park. This is how you would shift it into gear. Looks really cool, right? Foot on the brake, go up. I'm in reverse, I'm in neutral, I'm in drive, park. That easy. And then your electric parking brake right here. Extra storage right here by the armrest. Big armrest here, covered in the leather with the stitching. And then you open this up and there's so much space. There's even a USB-C plug-in, which makes it your third here inside of the front. So close that up. Mirror there as well with the digital directional, but I can press all this stuff here and change things as well when it comes to my home link. You guys can't probably see that, but you can see that like orange pop up on my home link for my garage door opener and stuff like that. Can all do it through the rear view mirror and stuff there. It's not in the actual visor here, which you would see in the visor. It's just a visor with a mirror and a light. All right, but the home link and everything is integrated inside of the rear view mirror. And then up here, you'll see the SOS button. You'll see our dome lights, our puddle lights, everything as far as settings, all that with the panoramic roof and everything right up top there. Looks really good, actually. So all that together, it looks perfect. I mean, this is a great place to be. You have all the tech, you have all the creature comforts and functions that you need inside of this Atlas Cross. Now let's talk about the rear, because we have 53 cubic feet of space when it comes to the back seat. And you know that we have a lot of cargo, but we have even more room up front. Let's hop right into this thing and let's just talk about it, because me being 6 foot, 5'11", 6 foot on a good day, check out my leg room. That is insane. I can actually extend my legs comfortably and not be touching anything. Tons of space down. I mean, wow. Now, before we get into the actual spec that you're kind of seeing here, you can see it on the door paneling here. So the door cards are done in cinnamon. We have the black and the black texture for the bezel and the trim here going around the aluminum door handle. And then we have the soft touch black with the stitching in the armrest. You also will see that we actually have a privacy shade. So if I lift this up and then just put it right there, now I can have privacy and keep out the sun. This is very important in hot climate places like here in Florida. So that is also very, very appreciated. Now, coming to the back, you will see that we have a pocket here. All right, extra stowage in the black back. We also have heated seating here as well. So our two buttons for heated seating. And then we have two USB-C plugins down there. Can you guys see them? With the 115 volt right here. So I push it, there we go. You guys will see that plug right there. I might use that to charge my battery for this actual camera. Now, as you guys can see, we do have the seat folded down still for the roof rail there, or the crossbar. All right, so then you can see that we will fit obviously 3 comfortably because we can fit 1 more person in the middle here. And then if I put down the armrest, we have cup holders that are covered up there. But yeah, this is a great place to be with, especially the big panel roof. All that natural lighting back here, big comfortable seats, heated seats. I mean, 115 volt plug-in, the privacy shade, all the good stuff you guys need. It is here in the back of this Cross Sport. Now, how did we get here for the 2024 Cross Sport SEL with 4Motion for 2024? Well, we started off at a price of $47,435, and then we added a couple options and a destination charge of $1,350. Then we came to a price of $51,645. So let's see how we actually got there. Well, that Aurora Red metallic exterior is $395. The cinnamon brown and black interior is no charge, which is awesome. Then we have the roof rack with the crossbars there, $445. The auto dimming rear view mirror with HomeLink, $405. We also have the VW Car Net plus nav and speech 5-year package, $389. With the extended range remote engine start, $315. And the Monster Mats, $296 with the VW Care prepaid scheduled maintenance at $275. The privacy cover for cargo area, $230. And the first aid and roadside kit, $110. So there we go. Now the 4Motion 8-speed is standard. You know, normally you do upcharges for stuff like that. Not anymore. We have it standard here in the 2024 Atlas Cross Sport. But then what else comes standard is everything you guys will see here. I will go over this as slowly as possible, but make sure you guys zoom in, pause, screenshot, do everything you need to do to see all of the standard features you guys see on this Atlas Cross Sport. What I like the best, the LED lights. Those look so good. It's just, they make the exterior for me, and the way that those look just really set it off. But then obviously the color combo is what I've been ranting and raving about as well. So make sure you guys can see all of that, and then the warranty information there for you. For the warranty information, scheduled carefree maintenance, 24-hour roadside assistance, and the Car Net, which we talked about, all there. At $51,000, this Atlas Cross Sport SEL 4Motion. What are you guys thinking? Perfect spec for the cinnamon with the red metallic on the Aurora paint. I mean, I love it. All the options and features you need, and really the space you need and the practicality, I think it's doing a great job being what it needs to be for anyone who is looking to get into an Atlas or any kind of VW model. So with that said, what do you guys think? Drop those comments down below. And if you guys did enjoy the video, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to find this car and help further support, check the links down in the description below. Make sure you guys check out VW Brandon's website. And make sure you guys subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.